Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Advent of Magic. I'm just here doing another world summoning on cooldown. Oh, hey, look, it's Thrower, Mark Lauren. That's the first time we get you as from the summoning. I did force tame one of him at some point, which is just hanging out in the nether somewheres, but cool. Anyways, last time, what did we do? Last time was mostly just spent testing out, what's it called? The 5-petal thrust and the 8-petal flash, the 2 new paddle wheels are added in with Advent of Magic, which you get from defeating Gazal Dorgo. And they're pretty cool. I really like this technique. It's got a really cool, like, slash attack that's actually pretty powerful. And then once you activate it, you actually just get like 5 full invulnerability hits, which is pretty cool. All around, just a very cool set of abilities, which sadly, once you have 8-petal flash, there's like literally no reason to ever use 5-petal flash again though. So, yeah. Anyways, that was quite literally it for last time. We rematched Gazal with his own technique, and I think did a couple odds and ends, but that's about it. Between episodes, as you saw, I did another Otherworld summoning. I've continued to terraform a little bit, haven't made it that far. I mean, these little platforms up here with this cute little biome for some of our more forest-themed critters. Oh yeah, we did get Kermit last time, and we got a second Bruce that I tried to give a permanent body, but apparently you can't use the bone golems on them. So all of these are up here. I did go and get our cockatrice. I just completely forgot to bring it home, apparently. So you still need a name. Um, let's see. What's your name? Chicken, cockatrice, lizard, snake thing, chimera. Um, I have no idea. I'll come up with a name for you in a moment. But yeah, other than just setting up that little thing, I have done some work with skills. I mean, I mastered Envy. I don't know if that actually does anything for us. I was mostly doing it because if you use Envy enough, you'll actually end up getting Insanity, which can do spiritual damage. But it didn't work for any training points because it doesn't do a lot. It doesn't do enough damage, and apparently it wasn't counting for like the new system where you take enough hits it counts. Other than that, I have finally mastered Demon Dominate and have gone ahead and learned Demon Marionette, finally. So now we can force tame permanently anything with less than 20 EP, or anything less than 200,000 EP rather. And we can temporarily tame anything with 400,000 or less, which is pretty cool. Oh yes, also technically, I ended up moving a bunch of our slimes over to a pit over here, just because it was getting a little bit laggy having them all over there at once. And so that if I get another Orc Lord to spawn in this area, I can just like bring it over and feed it all of them. That's kind of my goal here. Which, also, to note, apparently I have to be a bit more careful with shadow manipulation. I put all of the slimes into shadows and then just put them all into backpacks, and it kept crashing. So, need to be a little bit careful overstacking, like, all of the shadow things in a backpack. I'm not sure if it's just, like, filling up a singular backpack, or if it was because I had, like, multiple backpacks filled. Oh yes, also of note, I guess final thing, I did a little bit more work on these. The leggings are about to get another engraving, and our sword Rook now has slotting 1, our first piece of gear with that. Oh, and it also apparently upgraded, so now it has a 67 attacker damage instead of like the 50 something I think it was last time. I think it was only slightly stronger than the adamantite sword at when we were testing it with our 8 petal thing. But now, after reaching 250, it now does 67, meaning it's even stronger. Oh yes, also of note, final thing. I have comforts in. That's what I've been using for the sleeping bag. I forgot it also added in a hammock that lets you sleep through the day, which works out fairly well. Especially since it also means that I get recovery during day. Like, let's just set this up real quick. That's too small. Where's my pickaxe? There it is. So if I just put that there and there, if I just go like so, I can sleep through the day and it counts as sleeping and I do get the EP back from it. So it works out fairly well. And then from there, I just grab out of bed and sleep during the night too. And just like double recovery. I should have thought of that way sooner. Um, is there anything else? I keep saying one final thing, and then I realized there was something else I forgot. I think that for real is the one final thing now. Um, Nothing else in here, just Master Demon Dominate. Yeah, I think I'm good with, I think I'm good on between episode stuff. Today, I guess we're going to be testing Demon Dominate, or Demon Marionette rather. I I was misremembering how much EP Shizu had. I thought I was going to be able to get to master Demon Dominate itself and not just be able to automatically force tame her. But apparently she actually has 600,000, not like 200,000 or however much I thought she had. I don't know why I thought she was that weak. That would have only made her slightly stronger than the other worlders, or than the other worlders. Like, they all have like 150 at max. So 200 for Shizu just wouldn't have made sense. But once Demon Dominate or Demon Marionette is mastered, we can just get a tamed Shizu, which would be pretty cool. Also slotting on you before I forget. I need an elemental core, earth, fire, space, water, and wind. The elemental core with like slotting is like really cool. Like different variations have like different effects. Like I think it's wind and fire will get you like a fireball that actually goes boom. Meanwhile, like space gives you a spatial slash, and then you can add in wind to make it a spatial shot. I don't remember all of the. There's a bunch of different variations for this. I don't remember all of them. But since we only got slotting one, we can only go with one slot anyways, and I feel like spatial for a singular one is always just going to be the best. Because now, when we hold right-click, we just get like a spatial beam. Oh yes, that's what it is. The spatial beam just on its own has a lot of... Aw, man. It used to be a thing where sometimes those were unbreakable, and so... How does this work? Sometimes they're unbreakable, sometimes they're not. And I just don't know how to make the how to tell the difference between why it happens. Is it when you put it in like a hoe or whatever, like a tool like that? When you use it as a weapon, it doesn't break. There's something weird about it. Anyways, I want to grab Unbreaking and other enchantments for this sword anyways, so might as well deal with this real quick. And I might as well go double check the wiki page for the cores too while I'm at it. Okay, I know I did a full episode testing these in like the original Reincarnated series, but I don't remember which episode it was, and I can't remember why they were sometimes just unbreakable. So I'm just gonna go ahead and carry like carry around an extra stack of them or so. And yeah, this thing just has sharpness 4, unbreaking 3 right now. I thought maybe unbreaking would help, but it's currently at 42. Let's just launch like 4 of them real quick. It should go down to 38, right? Okay, it is. Either unbreaking 3 just wasn't proccing, like I think it's percent chance to not do durability damage, or that's not why it was unbreakable. Maybe I can search in the comments? Like I think I got some... I just don't remember. Somehow they either used to be unbreakable and it was like some sort of glitch, or there's some way to make them not break still. I don't know. Anyways, let's just see. Because in theory, this should also boost how much damage we do to a training dummy. So if we just go ahead and do this, we now do 350. That's like our baseline now. It's hard to tell if I'm like always hitting the crit there or not. Okay, it looks like 264 is the actual number we're supposed to do. So 264. The core, wait, 325. Ah, now it's a 5%, and now it also takes 5 durability every hit as well. Okay, so we do an extra 100 or so of pure pure spatial damage. What is with that extra 6.7? I don't think that's magic damage. I'm not entirely sure what that is. What about if I just do 279, 27999? Okay, so Rook, even though it has less attack damage, is doing the same, if not more damage every swing. Hmm. Maybe if I were to put sharpness on it, maybe the sharpness enchantment damage is being calculated separately. Hold on, you have sharpness 3 on you. If I just put you on our Hihi Arcane Sword. Nope, that's the wrong thing. I want the anvil, not the thing. So you now have sharpness 3. Is that like enchantment damage? No, it's not. Huh. Weird. So 283-1011. Wait. Oh yes, also of note, the attack damage didn't actually change when I put sharpness on either of these. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why that's happening. That's a little bit strange, but oh well. Rook just got even better now that it has spatial damage, though we have to be a bit careful to make sure the core is still in order. Anyways, what are we getting up to today? I've now been reminded that you can go grind Charybdis scales. So we could technically just summon another one and get a bunch of scales and use those for currency. That is something we could do. Other than that, there's still 3 bosses we haven't managed to fight. Ugh. You okay, game? 1 second. Okay, I'd actually remembered a couple of things I wanted to test first. 1, we still need to test Demon Marionette. And 2, yeah, I want to see something. I don't know if this is going to work. But, subordinates can use whatever equipment you give them. Also, subordinates can use magic. Or at least the enemy Kirara has access to a couple of aspectual magics. I've seen her use them. So I am curious. Oh, that's a cool animation. If I say put Blizzard, I don't think I've seen her use that. If I put, oh, I didn't realize spiritual magics could go on these too. If I put Blizzard and Dimension Cutter on a Grimoire, part of the problem is I doubt this one would be able to switch between them. But let's say I gave these to Shinryusei, who I know for a fact I have not seen use any magic before. And I go bring them into a fight. Will they actually use Dimension Cutter and or Blizzard? I'm about to be hit by this Armorsaurus, so you should automatically hostile them. No, you're throwing kunais you don't have. How could... Your skill's Observer, right? Observer doesn't have a built-in ability to attack things. So why are you able to do that? Hold on, where is thought communication? Is a green one. I keep forgetting. Let's just say I set you to hostile. I might have to change who I'm trying this with. You're now set to aggressive. Okay, you're just going to keep running up and punching things or using or using your kunai on it. Okay. So let's bring you home. Let's try this with. We saw with Mai that she won't use Traveler if she doesn't have a bow. Like she'll use a spear and throw it. She won't use the energy arrows. So let's say we grab this Mai right here, give her that. So have you follow us. Will you actually target something? Or will you actually use magic? Get a little bit more farther away. There are enemies. Here we go. So we're set here. Okay. It looked like she actually used her travel or teleport that time. That's technically different than what she did with a spear. Okay. This isn't quite what I was expecting. She's She's using her traveler teleport at least a couple of times there. But she's not using the traveler energy arrows, and she's definitely not casting any magic out of the book. So that makes me just assume she's not able to. But it's technically a different result than I was expecting, and it's a different result than what we saw before. So it's a little bit weird. Uh, I guess it's not that weird. She just can't really register what the, Are you teleporting, or are you just moving very fast? It might actually be she's just moving really fast and just rushing up and hitting things. Though I think I saw her teleport over to a slime. Anyways, you cannot give a book full of aspectual magic to a subordinate and have them use it, sadly. I was really hoping you'd be able to do it, but I guess not. Or maybe it's that she specifically can't, and maybe it's that she and Shin can't. Like, we know Kira... You're set to follow, right? Yeah, she just wasn't following for a moment for some reason. Hmm. Uh, are you okay? Like, come on. I have set you back to protect, right? Yep, so you... I don't know, let me get my here home. I just assume subordinates can't use this at this point. Okay, I got her home. I want to grab one extra fire core and one extra wind core as well, just because I couldn't remember exactly what they did. But think I, I think I did. Oh yeah, I forgot it was an air ball. Ah, dang it. I grabbed this one specifically from Sulfide. I was thinking maybe if we got the core from a greater spirit, it wouldn't get destroyed. No, there definitely at one point was a way to get them unbreakable. I just cannot remember how. Also, I can't just do like that, right? It needs to be the same type. It needs to be the same type. I'm going to stick with the spatial cores since I have a bunch of them, but we do have a wind and fire one as well. Any special uses? No, it's just duplicate. It's just fixing them. Anyways, let's test out Demon Marionette, shall we? And right now, we can temporarily tame something with up to 400,000 EP. That includes, like, even an orc disaster we could temporarily tame. Though it wouldn't do much until it's mastered and we can do it full term. Although, obviously, I would need an orc disaster around to test that. So, there's that. Let's see... What is in that range that I couldn't have tamed with a regular Demon Dominate, but is strong enough to be tamed with the Demon Marionette? I'm not sure. Do I want to go find a Medusa? Do we want to try taming a Medusa? That sounds like it could be fun. You know what? Sure, I'm going to pull out the thing real quick, the Explorer's Compass. I think I'm going to have to fly a ways away, though, just because most of the Medusas around here have already been killed. But let's just see what it looks like. Ability activation failed. You need to be targeting a living entity. Oh, interesting. I can't... Weird. Apparently you cannot demon dominate or demon marionette on a dragon. But like if I tried... Okay, I could do it on you, and that's a cool animation, but I'm going to save it for something actually interesting. So sure, let me go track down a Gorgon real quick. Although I suspect it's probably not going to work on any Ice and Fire mobs based on the fact it doesn't work on a dragon. Okay, we're here. You know, even if this does tame, it's probably going to work the same way as the Stymphalian birds, but you know what, we might as well still test it. Ability activation failed. Okay, so... A little bit sad. I had a feeling it wasn't going to work anyways, but no pet Medusa for us. Might as well just kill you for a bunch of EP, though. Thank you very much. Now what am I going to go use this on, since that didn't work? Hmm. I cannot think of a mob that is, like, in between that range, that I couldn't get with Demon Dominate, but I can get at 400,000. Most Otherworlders are below 200,000, so you could have already gotten them, plus they're rare enough spawns. I think even tier 5 dragons are still only like 40k versus like the 20k is like a tier 3. What is like a good thing to get at that range? Hmm. The only thing I can think of is when you master it, you get to the ability to you get to tame things at 800k, which does include like Shizu, I think, and like really strong Orc Lords. I don't know. I can't think of anything that I would be like cool to show off taming with it. I guess if I managed to actually get a super massive slime to spawn in right now? Question mark. No, didn't think so. I guess we're just gonna have to settle for testing it on a lesser mob then. So, um, let's see. And what's the most interesting mob around here? Preferably something that's not going to immediately attack us and like break it, but whatever. So, an alpha dire, or you're not even an alpha direwolf. I thought you were, but oh well. Demon Marionette. We get like this cool, I get like a cool animation where like the marionette string's going, the magic circle, and a bunch of lag. Charging time, 2 seconds, and it has been tamed. Apparently this, 127. Yeah, it takes 8%. It apparently costs 300,000 magicules to cast this though. Demon, the previous level, Demon Dominate, however, was only 200k, which is still expensive. This one's just even more so. Although I guess for how powerful it is, if you can like tame the strongest things in the mob, I guess it makes sense for it to be that expensive. But it has a really cool animation at least. That's something. Anything over here? Nope. It's a really cool skill. I wish I could shove it off better than that. It works the same. We've already tested the lower models. I assume we're not going to be able to tame one of you either. Need to target a living entity. Oh, hold on. You can tame one of the giant sea serpents, but you can't tame... You can't tame Medusas and you can't tame dragons with it. Weird. Like, you're not actually, like, following me, right? You're gonna work like the Stymphalian bird. Yeah, it looks like they're working like Stymphalian birds, where you don't actually tame them. They're just non-hostile now. Oh, apparently I ran out of magicules? Wasn't I just at 16? I could have sworn I was just at like 15, then I started it, and then it took the magicules and then didn't cast the magic? I don't know, a little bit weird. There's a lot of lag today. So I guess that's it really for showing off Demon Marionette for now until I can master it and find the good targets. I guess from here, what are we getting up to? I do eventually want to go keep testing out Reincarnation, go back to like Orc Lord at some point, and like use that to grind up a bunch of EP, but it's going to be very expensive to master. Let's see. I guess we can try fighting one of the bosses. Who do we start with? The only 3 left are Carrion, Hinata, and Luminous. I know Luminous is stronger than Hinata. I don't remember if Hinata is on par or stronger than Carrion, though. I think they're pretty comparable. Sadly, like, what is going on? The add-on characters don't actually have a wiki page to tell you how strong they are or what their skills are. Oh, it's kind of just memory. Actually, maybe I can go check the mod page for it. Maybe that tells me something. 1 second while I try to decide on an opponent. Okay, so I think we're going to be fighting Carrion, because apparently he's about on par with Hinata. But I want to do one more test with Demon Marionette real quick. 183-3000. When I cast it on the slime, it immediately takes about 10%, and then an extra 8% there. 183-3... 183... Huh? That's... What? Let me go double check the wiki page for this skill. I'm fairly sure it says it costs 300,000. Why is it taking like a million MP? Or... Oh, wait, no. Wait, math? 1... No, it only took 300,000. What? What? Yeah. It only took 300,000. My brain was just doing weird stuff there. 183,300. I was thinking 1 million.8, but no, I forgot a 1 in there. Yeah, it took 300,000. I was missing a 1 between the 8 and the 1. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna go fight Carrion after I go recover MP. Okay, so I have a Carrion spawn egg. I'm over in the Desert of Death, or in the Barren Lands, rather, by the Demon Portal, just because it feels like a better place to fight. But before we actually go, there's something I want to test, and it's with Magic Aura. Apparently, there's something that says that if you're already being boosted by an element, the Magic Aura boost doesn't take effect. So, since we already have a Spatial Core in here, if we go like that, 264, 99.5. Or we care about the 99.5, I think. If I put on Spatial Aura, yeah, we don't actually get boosted anymore. What if I try like water? Okay. So if we take it out and we go for water boost. Interesting. Is that the same? I'm still not sure where the 6.7 is coming from. That's coming from something related to the Spatial Core. But like, if I just do Magic Aura Space. Okay, so we can't really use Magic Aura anymore. But the Spatial Core is slightly better anyways. So that's fine. This also just gives us access to like the slash if we want it. So cool, figured I'd test that while I was thinking about it. I might as well still just keep it on in case I want to hit with the staff, or with the spear instead. Now there's that. Blank on, Battle Will on. I have Dimension Cutter and Thunder Orb ready to use. Gravity Manipulation is on. I have Seeker in case it has any magic I want to copy, but I don't know if he does. 8 Petals Flash, of course I'm going to test that out against him. Let's see. Reinforced Barrier. I do have Explosion. I wanna try Explosion for real on someone. Abnormality Cleanse. This one's just not really useful. That one's not really that useful. Put on Healthcare though. Agility, Reinforcement, and Protection on. Not that I think we really need any of that stuff anymore. We have our barrier up. I think we're good to go. I don't think we have any other buffs. So, let's just see him. Okay, he's just going for pure physical, which we're instantly nullifying. We're fine across all boards. Until he goes into second phase, I legitimately don't think he can hurt us. Although, he's trying his best. Oh, okay, he's touching my aura, and he's touching my Magicules a little bit. So, it is trying to make us regenerate. So nothing in there I care about anymore. Just, okay, cool. So let's just begin proper, shall we? I'm gonna full charge this, and we're just gonna see what happens. Power scale. 2 and 3. 8 petals. Flash. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Hold on, we should also be doing severance damage to you as well. Oh, we may... Oh. Do you only have self-regen? I thought you had ultra speed, but I guess maybe not. Oh, even if we didn't have the nullifications right now, he's using some sort of aura slash of some kind. We're fine. Oh, there we go. He mode changed. Can he actually hurt us? Oh, yeah, he has like that light ray attack or whatever. It still didn't hurt us. Is that considered light damage? No? I feel a little bit bad about this. Like, he legitimately can't even touch us. Like, he doesn't have any... Why is that not... I guess that's like a pure aspectual light magic spell, if I had to guess then. Because it definitely looks like a light ray, it just doesn't do damage. Oh, hold on. The reason he wasn't doing so much damage there was because of our petals. His attacks are actually ignoring our negation right now. How's the petal looking? Petals are going down. Launch our second slash, because we can just do that. Petals, we have one more. That doesn't bypass us. None of these attacks bypass. We're just... Okay, let's get back over into the actual Barren Lands before we get too close to it. Oh, that is actually a light beam. It's just getting nullified. Okay. So, do you... Maybe? Yeah, still no light training points, even though we definitely don't have... Yeah, we're literally never going to die here. We're truly immortal at this point, especially in high magical areas where we just constantly regenerate. Like, infinite regeneration is not strong enough, or is not expensive enough to actually make this a dangerous situation. Thunder Orb. Oh, that only hit once. Spatial thing. This spatial thing. Oh, that one's not actually hurting him for some reason. I don't have the petals on. So yeah, I guess his light beam is just like a pure aspectual style of light beam, so it's getting fully resisted. That would be my only guess. Thunder Orb's looking pretty good there. At this point, I can't afford to Explosion because I might destroy his rewards. Anything else I want to try out here first? Reinforced Barrier. I totally need extra defensives right now. Oh, he's activated some sort of, like, dodge technique. I forgot he could do that. Like, as I'm only hitting sometimes, and then he's, like, doing a little teleport away. So let's get down to the surface. I don't want you destroying the ground too much, like, not dropping something into fire. Yeah, we've won. Carrion, I feel somewhat bad about this, actually. You're a cool character. You're a strong character. You're not this strong. Oh, hold on. You only have like 800,000 EP? The Lion King. Oh. Oh, if he had slightly less EP. He's at like 840? Hold on, I need to see something. He drops his White Tiger Azure Dragon Halberd, which is just really cool and will instantly get something and has a bunch of extra damage. Cool. I need to check something. Do you start at 800,000 or do you get that? Oh. Oh, he only has 600,000 EP. He probably has spiritual attack negation, right? Or, like, he probably has, like, spiritual attack resistance. So I couldn't just go ahead and say, force tame him with Demon Dominate at max, right? Yeah, this is not difficult. I'm going to assume that they did not make it so that you could force tame a Demon Lord. Granted, ex-Demon Lord, but still. I'm going to assume this is the case. Anyway, since we're rematching him right now, I can go ahead and use Explosion to my heart's content. Eck. I forgot how long this charge up time is. Explosion! Oh, hold on. Hold on. Get into it there. Explosion! I think I missed entirely. I'm not sure if any of that was from that explosion. If I want to explosion him, I'm gonna have to do it while he's on the ground. Oh, hey, look, magic ore. Huh. I mean, sure. I'll take it. Huh, that's the first time I've seen it, like, on surface level. Hold on, is this an actual thing? Like, if you use Explosion, does it, like, have a chance to create magic ore? I'm assuming I can't, like, hurt myself with Explosion, right? Explosion! Aww, it literally did nothing to him. That's sad. I was so excited to use Explosion finally, too. But, that didn't expose any more, did it? No, it doesn't look like it. I guess there was just randomly magic ore there. Anyways, since apparently he's just not cut out for a fight against us. Come on. Come on, let me defeat you, please. You're gonna make this a little bit annoying, huh? Where is something else? Thunder Orb. Thunder Orb straight to the forehead's enough to take him on, I guess. Explosion to the forehead does nothing, but sure, cool. Now we have two of these things, which might as well just see what random engravings they get. We were in absolutely zero danger that entire time. So let's see, that one and that one. We got Slotting 2 and Severance. If I put them in an anvil, do you combine their things? Like, will I get a Slotting 2 Severance thing if I combine them together? I don't know. I don't think so. I think the engravings work slightly differently than that. But I suppose it's worth testing real quick. So where is my blank warp? And let's just head on home this way. It's just going to be faster. So, poor Carrion. I feel bad about this, actually. Oh, no, I didn't think that would work, but I figured it was worth a shot. So we could do the combined thing on here, I guess, which... I don't remember what my favorite ones were. I think Fire Wind is pretty good. That just, I think, upgrades to Fire Shot and makes it actually explode. That does take damage off of both of them. And let's say Spatial Fire. I can't remember. I think this is just like a damage buff to the regular spatial thing. Oh, hold on. 195. Oh yeah, it does that and does fire. Yeah, it's a damage buff and gives it fire damage as well. Spatial Wind. Oh yeah, that one doesn't combine. That's right, I forgot that was also a thing. So basic fire is 313. Actually stronger than the spatial one. If you combine them both together, 470, and it does explosion a bit better. Okay, I forgot how fun the slotting mechanic was, but yeah. That's, I don't know, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. There's nothing else I really want to do in the last few minutes. Besides, I guess one final Otherworld summoning on the day, because that just seems to be what we're doing at this point. Decent chunk of EP off the two of them, but not actually that much in the grand scheme of things. Where is Dragon Mode? So let's just see. What's the last Otherworlder going to be today? Starting and ending with this. Okay, and it's going to be another Shinryusei. Okay. I was hoping for a Spearhead, but oh well. Anyways, that's probably a good place to end things off. So, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, O'Mello, It Me Sammy Lawrence, Logan Anderson, Shadow25, and Keith Sitzlar. Thank you all so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.